This episode is brought to you by Fond Recollections. Cherish the fond memories of your loved ones with their interactive living obituary.
He worked so hard to ensure we had a great life, but now he's gone. We miss him so much. One day our granddaughter won't remember him, or how wonderful he was. Fond Recollections offers us a chance to remember him when he was young and full of life. With Fond Recollections memorial plaques and website, we can upload all our photos and videos of him.
Visit fondrecollection.com today and cherish the happy memories of your loved ones.
Chapter 13, The Wedding Challenge.
That's a good shot, guys. Now cut to camera 4.
The producer of The Wedding Challenge called over the little walkie-talkies all of the crew wore on their belts.
We have to show the brides walking down the aisle, and still do confessionals later on.
Judy's friend Holly had emailed the producers of The Wedding Challenge consistently for the past 8 months, trying to get on the show unbeknownst to her. It was her wedding gift to Judy. The producer, Branson Holt, was used to getting hundreds of applications every day. His team only selected the most outrageously grand or overwhelmingly messy and dramatic weddings. This was reality TV. Nobody wanted to see happy, well-adjusted couples getting married in a modest setting. He had selected the Davis weddings twice. Judy's first wedding, which ended in a major wardrobe malfunction, Branson still couldn't believe his luck. This was ratings gold. And the Davis double wedding, which was a unique angle and that the show had never covered before. Branson had planned to splice together the footage of the two weddings to highlight the stark differences between a disastrous wedding and the amazing double wedding, which was a worthy contender to win the wedding challenge. The main wedding ceremony had just ended. The couples exchanged their vows and said, "I do." He had gotten amazing footage of the brides in their wedding dresses, which were some of the most eye-catching dresses to ever debut on the show. The wedding party had now moved outdoors, next to the pool for the reception to begin. Teresa Davis had managed to snag one of the hottest DJs in town, DJ Joe Crazy, and he was getting the party jumping with his master mix tunes. The producer signaled for his cameraman to pan the room. The camera captured the beautiful decor and the candle lights floating in the swimming pool. There was a large dance floor with strobe lights, a 360 photo booth, and an open bar. The scene was set. It was time for the couples to walk in. Judy and Teresa walked in with their husbands, beaming at their guests. It was finally time for the after party, Teresa thought excitedly. They had so many awesome surprises planned for their guests, and they were excited to get the party started. The fireworks were a surprise, even for the girls. Robin had arranged it with their husbands because the sisters had always loved fireworks as children. Maria popped a bottle of champagne, which was the signal for Robin to start the fireworks display.
"Oh my God, Judy!"
Teresa exclaimed, watching the fireworks bursting in the sky.
They are so beautiful,
Judy whispered. Everyone was entranced by the fabulous display, especially when the fireworks spelled out, "Just married," in pink and gold sparks in the sky. Branson almost wet himself in excitement. He could see his rating explode with each spark in the sky. Once the fireworks display was over, it was time to toss the bouquet before the couples made their way to the dance floor. Standing on the steps that connected the indoor and outdoor areas, Judy and Teresa turned around while all unmarried female guests gathered underneath the steps. Judy tossed her pink orchid and baby's breath bouquet first. There was a clamoring amongst the girls. And after quite a rigorous elbowing, Holly successfully caught the bouquet.
"Yes, bitch, it's mine!"
She cried in excitement.
"I'm going to be next!"
The crowd was roaring with laughter. It was Teresa's turn next. She tossed her marigold bouquet into the waiting horde, and this time it was Hannah Lee that caught the bouquet.
"I'm gonna be married!"
She shrieked. Maria pouted.
"I wanted one too!"
Holly punched her playfully in the arm and said,
"Bitch, you single as fuck. Wait your turn."
Branson signaled the cameraman to zoom in on the exchange. He knew that after the editing, this little exchange would seem like an insane catfight to his viewers.
Ratings gold,
he thought gleefully. The bouquet toss was for the ladies, and now it was time for the eligible gentlemen to gather around for the garter toss. Lucas's groomsmen and Victor's friends all gathered around Teresa and Judy and sat in their chairs in the middle of the dance floor, grinning. It was Judy and Lucas's turn first. Lucas made a show of crossing himself before he dived underneath Judy's huge skirt. Judy playfully kicked her leg up, and she could feel Lucas kissing her thigh next to her garter. She couldn't help but blush as the crowd looked on gleefully. Lucas clamped her silver and white garter around his teeth and slowly pulled it down her leg. Once he got it over to her shoe, he waved it around triumphantly to show the crowd, to wild applause. He swung it around rodeo style and flung it into the crowd. Robert, being taller than everyone else, quickly snatched it out of the air. The crowd whooped and cheered as he winked naughtily towards Holly, who smiled when she saw it.
We might have another married couple very soon,
DJ Joe Crazy hollered over the mic. Next, it was Victor's turn. Since Teresa's dress was tight, he slowly slid it up to reveal her leg and the garter. There were a lot of ooh-la-las from the guests, but Teresa and Victor took it in their stride. He rolled her lacy gold garter off her leg and tossed it into the crowd. This time it was caught by a surprised Larry, who looked like he couldn't believe that it landed on him. DJ Joe Crazy announced that it was time for the couple's first dance. Teresa and Victor took to the floor as they danced to their song, We Both Deserve Each Other's Love, by the band LTD. Once the song ended, Judy and Lucas took to the floor, dancing to For the Love of You by the Isley Brothers, because it always made Judy emotional. After the first dance was over, the guests took to the dance floor and the party kicked off in high gear. Judy and Teresa took that opportunity to slip away inside. They had a surprise for their wedding guest. The sisters had asked Madame Ingrid to make special alterations to their dress so they were easier to wear for the reception. Judy could untie the large dramatic skirt from her ball gown, revealing a sleek sheath with a slit underneath. Judy wanted to be able to dance on her wedding, really get down, and the cumbersome ball gown would make that impossible. Teresa also had a 2-in-1 reveal for her reception or after party. Her gold goddess dress had 2 layers of fabric. The top layer with all the heavy embellishment and stonework can be unzipped and removed, leaving a short cocktail-length lame skirt underneath. This freed her legs and she could dance the night away without being weighed down by her dress. Outside, Branson was frantic. He was getting footage of the guests and the grooms but couldn't get the brides anywhere. Suddenly, the strobe lights changed into one spotlight, aimed towards the entrance of the room. Judy and Teresa appeared in their modified dresses, and Branson's jaw dropped along with the guests.
Are you guys having fun?
Teresa screamed.
Let's get lit, bitches.
Their guests burst into wild applause, and the girls dragged their husbands to the dance floor and started dancing like there was no tomorrow. Music was pumping, booze was flowing, and the guests were well fed. Branson was impressed by the selection of food at the wedding: beef, chicken, and seafood, along with many hors d'oeuvres and desserts. This was truly a wedding worthy of their show. He started walking around trying to look for people sober enough to record experiences. When he met Robin and dragged him into a quiet room they had turned into a confessional.
So Robin, what can you say about your daughters on this day?
Branson asked him. Robin proudly said,
Both my daughters are different as night and day. However, they are the most loving, caring, resourceful women I know. Did you know that Judy managed to raise the funds for this wedding by organizing a car wash? You can ask her friends about it. Judy and Teresa paid for the entire wedding themselves. Judy is a hairstylist and Teresa is a nurse. Even though her sister makes better money, Judy still contributed to this wedding. I'm so proud of them. I wish their mom had been here today to see how amazing her two little girls have grown up to become.
Robin wiped his eyes. Branson thanked him and let him rejoin the party.
Yeah, we had 2 car washes behind the Blue Mist Gentlemen's Club.
Hanley and Maria told Branson in their joint confessional.
First was the sexy car wash for sexy dresses, and the second one was the drop it like it's hot car wash. We raised about 10 grand the first and 6 grand for the next.
The girls looked proudly at the camera.
Oh, and we also held a twerkathon.
Maria said.
Wanna see?
They echoed and started twerking for the camera, hammering it up for the 15 minutes of fame. The couples gathered around the wedding cake, a beautiful 4-tiered white and gold confection with little sugary flowers and butterflies. The cake was unique because instead of having one couple at the top, it had 2. Branson had all the footage he needed. As the night ended, he gathered his crew and asked the couples to join them at the altar. The guests all gathered around as the host of the wedding challenge, Link Monroe, turned to face the camera.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the season finale of the Wedding Challenge, and we are here at the Davis Double Wedding Extravaganza. Having reviewed 13 weddings this season, the time has come to announce who has won the Wedding Challenge.
The host paused dramatically as the camera cut to show the other weddings' locations.
Will it be the Parker's Destination Wedding in the Bahamas? Will it be the Rodriguez Old Hollywood themed wedding? Last but not less in any sense, will it be the Davis Double Wedding? And now, the winner of this year's The Wedding Challenge is the Davis Double Wedding Extravaganza!
Judy and Teresa shrieked in excitement. Their guests roared and cheered in celebration as the Wedding Challenge crew popped party poppers. The host handed a giant check worth $100,000 to Judy and Teresa.
Congratulations to the winning couples! Any idea how you're going to spend all this money?
Judy grinned.
A few, but that's for me and my sister to decide with our husbands.
The host smiled.
That's it for the Wedding Challenge, folks. Tune in next season to see what we have in store for you next.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you had fun or picked up anything from this episode, please assist us by hitting the like, subscribe, and notification buttons. You can also comment and share our content. These small things really help our channel and mean a lot to us. Also, special thanks to our Patreon supporters. You guys are the heartbeat of this channel, and we can't thank you enough for being so generous. If you would like to join our Patreon community, please click on the link below. You can contribute as little as $5 per month. You can get all kinds of perks. You can even buy merchandise of your favorite characters at our shop store. Click on the link provided below. That's going to do it for now. Until next time, remember you are cherished by us. So be kind and know that we consider you as family.